Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Echo. I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to a brand new episode for the Minecraft Q&A series. Now, if you're new to my channel and you're new to this series, thank you so much for subscribing. This series is where I take the time to answer your questions about everything Minecraft. Now, if you missed the last episode, we took the time to talk about the Super Duper Graphics Pack. Yes, the pack that was announced probably around about this time last year during E3 2017. 1 year on, and we don't have any information about the Super Duper Graphics Pack, when it's going to be released, and what is going on. So some of you guys do have some extended questions about the Super Duper Graphics Pack, but guys, I don't want any more Super Duper Graphics Pack questions in the comment section for next week's episode. So I'm looking for questions for everything Minecraft. It can be about the future of Minecraft, it can be features missing, anything at all. Leave them down below, and if you do enjoy a series, please be sure to hit that like button because I've been doing this series for many years. So let's start off with the poll. Always answer the poll above me. I said to you guys, will you buy the Super Duper pack? Now 57%, including myself, said yes. 15% said no, and 27% said meh, because they really aren't interested anymore. Now I reckon if I asked you guys this same question 2 weeks after they announced the Super Duper Graphics Pack, we would easily have around about 85% saying yes. Because we've been waiting for so long, everybody is losing interest. When something is announced and you're expecting it to be released and you know roughly when it's going to be released, you get really excited for that release date. And when it doesn't happen, you lose interest. And when it doesn't happen for 1 year, you really don't care. And the only reason why I'm going to buy it is just to showcase it and to see if it's worth purchasing for all of you guys. So anyway, that was the poll. Also, someone did figure out that the poll always adds up to 99%. Not 100%. I don't know why. That's up to YouTube. Anyway, the first question we have here coming from Exo Gaming. I have a question, Echo. Is it coming out for PS4? Now, there's possible two questions he's asking. One, is the Super Duper Graphics Pack coming to PS4? Or two, is the update Aquatic coming to PS4? The update Aquatic is 100% coming to the PlayStation 4. 100%. 4J are working on it. They did show us a preview screenshot, and I did share it with all of you. As for the Super Duper Graphics Pack, that has not been designed for the console editions. It has been designed for the Bedrock version, which is the likes of your iPhone, your Android devices, Windows 10, Xbox, and very soon Switch. Now, there is no news if PS4 will get a Super Duper Graphics Pack. However, if the PlayStation 4 does eventually get the Bedrock version, they will 100% get the Super Duper Graphics Pack. But as we all know, Sony did not want to be part of the Better Together update. So hopefully we'll find out some fresh information about this, because I know the PlayStation 4 players definitely do feel left out. The next one from Real Ben MC. So how much will the Super Duper pack cost in Minecoins? I'm guessing quite expensive. There's never been any official price for the Super Duper Graphics Pack. There was a couple of listings on Amazon's website, and they have changed it quite frequently, where it was around about £30, $40. That was just a placeholder. I don't think the Super Duper Graphics Pack will be this expensive. I personally feel the Super Duper Graphics Pack will be around about £15, probably $20. Probably costing around 3,000 Minecraft coins, because I can imagine that Mojang and Microsoft will definitely want to add the Super Duper Graphics Pack to their official marketplace store, because that's where they're going to get a lot of sales. But there has been no official confirmation of price. If it's like $30 to $40, to me that is really expensive. That is like purchasing a AAA game, and I don't think they'll ever do it that expensive. But you never know. We'll have to find out. But yeah, I think around about 3,000 Minecraft coins, or mine coins as they call them. The next one from Peter Strong. The vid says Xbox One Scorpio on several occasions. Is this because it was used to sell the Scorpio? Funny how the release date was the same. Great question. So if you guys don't understand this question, throughout the last Q&A episode, I showed you the gameplay of the Super Duper Graphics Pack, the trailer that they released during E3 a year ago. They constantly talked about the Xbox Scorpio, the Xbox One X, because it was reported that the Minecraft Super Duper Graphics Pack was meant to be launching the same day as the Xbox One X. That never happened. Now, of course, during E3 last year, they used every single game to promote the Xbox One X. But I really don't think anyone, including myself or you guys, would purchase an Xbox One X just for Minecraft Super Duper Graphics Pack. There is tons of different games that are AAA platform that are absolutely beautiful with the Xbox One X. And hopefully they stick to their word though, that obviously the Super Duper Graphics Pack will look best on Xbox One X. I'm kind of being selfish there. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I do own the Xbox One X / Scorpio edition. But I'm glad that you noticed that. They did promote the Xbox One X Scorpio quite a lot during E3 last year. The next question from Mr. Sageman, one thing they should do is at least give more sneak peeks on it. By the time it's out, half the people who were hyped won't care anymore, and that's why it was too early to announce Super Duper Graphics Pack. Fully agree with him. This is exactly what I explained to you guys at the start of the video. If you hype something up to release that day or that date and it doesn't happen, you're like, okay, I can wait a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks. And when they don't announce anything at all, you lose interest. And this is kind of like a really bad business marketing scheme for Microsoft. They've gone about the wrong way because we really haven't seen anything at all. We haven't even seen any sneak previews or sneak peeks. We weren't even told by Microsoft or Mojang saying, listen guys, we're sorry, it's not ready. If they had told us, people would understand, but they really haven't said anything at all. And we are constantly asking them, and they're constantly not telling us at all. Apparently, by the way, guys, the information I do have, apparently, the marketing team said the wrong thing, and they should never have said it was releasing this day or that day. I don't believe that at all. That's just a lie to cover it up. But the rumors are at the moment for the Super Duper Graphics Pack is they're having to rewrite the whole entire code for the Super Duper Graphics Pack. And the Super Duper Graphics Pack, the Better Together update, it was a massive shambles in the end. Like, the Bedrock version probably should not have released until 2018. I mean, the Bedrock version now is doing pretty well. It's still not up there with Java or the console edition, but it is definitely getting better. But thank you so much, Mr. Sage, for your comment. The next one says, Q&A, when will developers fix mob spawning in the Minecraft Bedrock? We cannot make efficient mob farms. Now, he's asking two things here. One, mobs aren't spawning correctly, or two, mobs aren't really working with the update Aquatic. You have to remember, with the update Aquatic, your skeleton farms and your zombie farms are going to be broken. If you're using the design that I made tutorials on, where you use signs and then the mob goes up and then down and then drop down, that doesn't work anymore. So if that's what you're talking about, you're going to have to rearrange your mob farm for zombies and skeletons. If you're talking about mobs not spawning correctly, they did bring a couple of updates to this a little while ago because mob spawning was slightly broken. You guys probably noticed it with Enderman in the Nether. How many times have you seen an Enderman in the Nether on the Bedrock version? iOS, Android, Windows 10, Xbox. Probably hardly ever. The Wither Skeletons, they were broken for an incredibly long time. They fixed that. They improved spawn rate, which was pretty good because trying to find a Wither Skeleton skull was the biggest nightmare ever on the Bedrock version. So they are constantly making changes to the mob system, and they did reduce how many spawn at one time, because on a realm, guys, if you have an XP farm on a realm and it's always working, that's not good because it can cause lag and crashes, and it would literally break realms. Every couple of weeks, I used to have to reset my realm because of that issue. So, yeah, mob spawning is definitely something that they continue to work on. The next one says, so any news on Phase 2 of the update Aquatic? So, as of me making this video, guys, we still only have Phase 2 of the Aquatic update in beta for Android, Windows 10, and Xbox. Now, according to Microsoft, there was going to be 2 phases. But apparently, according to the developers, there's going to be 3. So the first one has already been released. You probably got on iOS, Android, Windows 10, Xbox. You probably already got Phase 1. Phase 2 is currently in beta form, which has turtles, turtle helmet. It has the conduit. It has a couple other things introduced into it. Now, Phase 2, we don't know when that is going to be released. But in Phase 2, we don't have the Phantom. So Phantom is more than likely going to be the last thing, because we actually have not seen any previews, any pictures, any evidence of Phantoms on the Bedrock version. So I got a feeling Phase 2 will more than likely come very soon, and Phase 3 might take a little bit of time. I got a feeling Phase 2 will release very, very soon, and then Phase 3 will more than likely release side by side with the Java version, because Java is getting very, very close to pre-release. After a couple of pre-releases, we get the full release, and after the full release, we then begin to look forward to the next major Minecraft update. So, unfortunately, no news on Phase 2 at this moment. The next one from Albert says, Echo, do you agree if Mojang revives the Stonecutter? So, this is kind of for the long-time Pocket Edition fans. Guys, do you remember the Stonecutter? Did you use it? I actually joined Minecraft Pocket Edition as like a content creator on YouTube around about 0.8 or 0.7. The Stonecutter was an active thing there. Now, if you don't know what the Stonecutter is, it was used to create like your stone slabs, your stone bricks and stuff like that. This was just an alternative way to make it because the Pocket Edition version really wasn't that well developed back in the day. I don't think they're ever going to bring back the Stonecutter. And you used to have the Nether Reactor and the Nether Reactor core, and pigmen were evil. And I used to love the fact that you could get, like, melons from there and stuff like that. I love that. I actually really do miss the Nether Reactor core. And I think it would be a great addition to still have that in the overworld. It'd be fun. But I don't think the Stonecutter or the Nether Reactor core is going to come back. They're still in the game at this moment. They're kind of like iconic features, but they're never, ever going to come back. They don't need to bring them back. Anyway, the next question from Tal Malid says, Q&A, what about custom flats, new note block sounds, new API modding? 3 questions in one. So custom flats have recently been found in the Minecraft Pocket Edition coding. The last update, the Aquatic update, people checked the coding and found custom flats along with, what else was it? Custom flats and the amplified worlds. Apparently, they are in the coding. They are being worked on. They said it's going to be introduced eventually anyway. New note block sounds. Now, I don't really use note blocks. I don't really use redstone that much, so I really couldn't tell you on this. Maybe somebody else can answer this question down below in the comment section, and you can read it and check it out for yourself. As for the new API modding, I know a lot of creators such as server owners, modders, and everything in general have recently been asking Mojang about the API modding a lot recently. The API modding, guys, was actually started 2 years ago, I believe. Now, the API modding is to make modding on the Bedrock version better than the PC version. So if you look how awesome the PC Minecraft modding community is, it's fantastic. You've probably seen tons of amazing mods, like Portal mods. You've probably seen like Thanos mods, Avenger, all kinds of different crazy mods. They are going to make modding on the Bedrock version like that, but even better. Now, the first stages of Minecraft modding on the Bedrock was like block launcher. And if you had an iOS device, you never really ever had mods. Now, they did introduce, so let's just say modding, the first stage of modding was block launcher. The second stage is add-on. We still have one more stage, which is going to be API modding. For some reason, Mojang on this version of Minecraft love to do things in 3. Look at the redstone update. We had 3 different phases. Look at the update Aquatic, 3 different phases. It's kind of like a pattern. So the API modding, a massive work in progress, hopefully will be introduced sooner rather than later. With this Q&A though, guys, you probably noticed that we're accumulating a lot of good things to be introduced. The Aquatic update, the new modding, you have, what else is there? Super duper graphics. So a lot of things, there's more 3 things. There's more things that will be introduced in the future, and the future of Minecraft Bedrock is promising. There's just so much to do, and it's taking a very, very long time. The next question here from Black Beast, do you think they will bring Console Edition World Generation? I love this question. So one of the best things that 4J ever did was create an awesome seed generation option. This is something that the developers are working on, and that's pretty much all I have to say to you. Yes, they are working on new terrain generations. You know it, I know it. Every time we load up a brand new world for the Bedrock version, it's always a savanna biome, a sand biome, a mesa biome, and those biomes go on for thousands upon thousands of blocks. They're too big. They definitely need to be reduced. Now, some people like the large biomes, but some people like them to be slightly reduced. I would love to see an option between small, medium, and large biomes. That way we can have different biomes at once. I've also noticed a lot of the generation on Bedrock is kind of broken. You have a snow biome next to a desert biome. That doesn't make sense. You don't see the Savannah Desert next to the Antarctic. You know what I mean? So things like that will change. Great question. The next one says, will Xbox 360 get the updated Aquatic? If yes, when? Yes, the updated Aquatic will be coming to Xbox 360. The only version the updated Aquatic is not coming to in editions is Xbox One Edition and Minecraft Switch Edition, because they have the Bedrock version. But the updated Aquatic will be coming to Xbox 360, PS3, PS Vita, PS4, and Wii U. 5 versions still. Only 2 of them are missing. Oh yeah, did I say PS4? I think I did. We don't know when it's going to be released. We did recently get an update for Minecraft console editions, all of them, including Xbox One Edition, which did introduce a couple of bug fixes and the Egyptian Mythology Masher Pack, which is pretty fantastic. So as of when, I reckon the end of summer. 4J and their updates do take a lot longer compared to the Java version and the Bedrock version. The last question we have today is more of a comment from the checker. I kind of like this one. I think that when Mojang promises their players something, that they really need to do it and not just let them get their hopes up and dreams. One day, all the players that join the community only for the Super Duper Graphics Pack will just leave, and they'll lose money and players. They should really release this pack, or just tell the community that they can't do it so people don't get their hopes up for it. Now, I like this overall because it's something that I do agree on. A lot of people come to the community because they're fascinated in something, they're really looking forward to something, and then bam, our hopes and dreams are disappointed and we don't know what's going on. Like I explained to you guys at the start of the video, I don't mind if something is delayed with good reason. They've delayed the Super Duper Graphics Pack, even if it is for a year. But the disappointing part is they never told us what is going on. If Mojang and Microsoft tell us what is going on with the certain packs and where it is and what happened, then we know. We are informed. I keep comparing Minecraft a lot to Fortnite. Although the games are very different, the community is still very somewhat similar. We always want new things. And when we get new things, we're excited. And when something isn't released, the Fortnite developers tell us why it wasn't released or why something was removed. I feel like we don't get that from the Minecraft team. I feel like when we ask questions, they instantly put up a wall and start attacking us as if we're attacking them. We're only asking questions because after all, we're all Minecrafters and we just want to enjoy the game. So hopefully we find something out about the Super Duper Graphics Pack. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's Q&A. Some very interesting and very unique questions. So anyway, take care, stay beautiful, have a great day. Any more questions, leave them down below, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!